Hey guys, welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're checking out when Kazakhstan formed an empire. In the last video, we saw Russia form an empire, so they went after Central Asian nations. That's Iran, Kurdistan got formed. They also went after China, which collapsed. Yeah. Now it's Kazakhstan's turn, so who do they go after first? Well, who's the weaker amongst the Central Asians? The Stan nations. So that's who they'll go after. What's the weakest Central Asian nation? Yep, Kazakhstan is the strongest. So it says Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. Well, they're both right here. They border them both, so... Wait, I thought... The global firepower index. So it says Tajikistan is the weakest. Where is Tajikistan? They don't even border Tajikistan. Well, actually... They can go after all of them. So... They mobilized their military. I'm pretty sure this is Uzbekistan right here. And they go to war with Uzbekistan. Now, they're pretty strong. Now, Uzbekistan is pretty weak compared to Kazakhstan. So, they should be pretty easy to get through. And it was pretty easy for them. Oh god, these weird borders of Central Asia are so bad. Why did the Soviets do this? This area over here is so bad. Borders are so bad. So now they're gonna annex. They're going one at a time. I guess they just want to go one at a time before anything. God, I hate these borders, man. God, why is there stand nations in the stand nations? Like Turkestan and Kazakhstan? Kyrgyzstan Pakistan and Uzbekistan. Badakhshan? I don't think that's a stand. Kazakhstan also? Golestan in Iran. There's also Kurdistan in Iran too. Nuristan in Afghanistan. Baluchistan in Pakistan. Wrong. That's not a stand. Balochistan in Pakistan. Uh, Khuzestan in Iran also. Warstan. Right. There's also a stand in Turkey. Dagestan. Bashkortostan, and also in Russia. Tajikistan. There stands in Russia. Okay. Did I get all of Uzbekistan here? Yeah. Now they'll go. Now they'll go after both of these guys, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. So they mobilize their army and declare war on, I think this is Tajikistan here. Yeah. Go in and they take them all. And they also go into Kyrgyzstan. Russia sees what they're doing and they're like, oh. And yeah, they both of these countries. And now let's look at a peace treaty. Where both of these countries get fully annexed into Kazakhstan. Kind of do look the same as they did before. We'll change that soon. Right. There was only two stand nations that bordered them. What the hell is this? Alright, so could go after someone else. They're gonna finish off the stands. Go after Turkmenistan, which kind of makes Turkey over here angry because these guys are Turkish. Turkish. But yeah, they just go in and absolutely demolish the Turkmens. The Turkmen people are very weak here compared to Kazakh people. So we see that Turkmenistan is going to get fully annexed into Kazakhstan. There's only 2 more left. But now they have a border with Iran. Which Iran's kind of like not okay with it. But what can you do? This thing's huge. Well, they're not strong enough to go after Iran yet, so they'll go after one of their weakest neighbors, Afghanistan, who's pretty strong when it comes to like defense, but Kazakhstan knows about their terrain, so they'll just invade from the north. They take this little panhandle and push towards Kabul and taking it. The Afghans are like very shocked about all this. Because normally they'd be able to fight back against all this, but yeah, they're not going to be able to now. Kazakhstan is a force to be not to be reckoned with. Yeah. And in this peace treaty, we also see more full annexation. Now, if they were to invade Pakistan, China would be mad. So, not going to invade Pakistan just yet. There we go. Now, they will go after someone else. Now, they strike a deal with Azerbaijan over here, saying, if you help us invade Iran, we won't invade you. So Azerbaijan reluctantly agrees. Because there's some territories over in Iran that has the word Azerbaijan in them, and they want all that, plus a bit more. So yeah, they first to push in is Azerbaijan from their exclave in Armenia. And, they convince Armenia to let them use their territory for help to invade Iran, which they have no choice but to agree because they might get invaded themselves. So yeah, Azerbaijan is kind of going ham. Meanwhile, over here we see Kazakhstan push in. Going into Baluchistan. Yeah. Tehran has just been captured, so Iran's gonna fall apart. And with that, Iran is gonna be divided up. Well, actually, Armenia decided to join Azerbaijan just to not get invaded by them at some point. So yeah, that happened. So they just formed a union, I guess. Turkey's like, what? Then let's get what happens to Iran. So over here we see that all of this land goes over to Azerbaijan. And then all of this land over here will go over to Kazakhstan, leaving a weaker Iran, which now they're not becoming a puppet. They're just going to become very weak. Now, what do you think will happen next? Well, nothing yet. Because I'm going to have to do the borders over here. Then we see the ally of Azerbaijan plus Armenia. And now they're kind of strong enough to go against someone else. Who might that be? Well, they're kind of like thinking about going to war with Pakistan. China's like, they saw what happened to Iran, they don't want to go through that. So they just let it happen. But they see that Kazakh people, uh, people are going over to New Delhi to discuss a plan to divide up Pakistan between them. Now, China is like suspicious of this, but they're not gonna take it of anything because they know that Pakistan's a lost cause. So yeah, now we see Kazakh forces invade into Pakistan, the west. And we see Indian forces invade the east. Pretty sure Islamabad is like Islamabad is like over here somewhere, so it's near here. So yeah, India's gonna manage to cut off Pakistan from their coastal area. So they're gonna push up over here from Pakistan into 3 and wiping out Pakistani forces over here. Meanwhile, over here we see that the Kazakh forces finally meet up with India, and Pakistani forces over here are slowly being pushed back. Some of them flee over to like China, but ultimately Islamabad gets captured and Pakistan is gonna fall to both countries. Alright, there we go. So we got a peace treaty. Alright, in this peace treaty we see that Pakistan is going to be split between each of these nations. Well, India gets all of this. Kazakhstan doesn't want a lot. They just wanted a little bit more. So yeah. Also, India annexes all Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh because they made them like get in it. They said, "Join me or else you get invaded." So they realized that they were forced to join. So yeah, China's scared because they think that Kazakhstan and India are up to something, but that's not gonna happen now because this is not what they're worried about. That's not what they should be worried about right now. So Pakistan is gonna go away. So we see all of Balochistan going over to Kazakhstan and also a bit of like land like for here. And then we see India finally get over here. All these guys said they annexed Sri Lanka. Oh, we're gonna get that here. and they also got Bangladesh and all of Nepal and Bhutan. Alright. So now this is looking better. Now, they send over an ultimatum to Russia, demanding that they give up some land to both them and Azerbaijan. Russia, seeing how big they are, has to agree. So Azerbaijan will get a lot of this land, and then the Russians will give up all of this land up to here. Finally connecting up to Mongolia. Alright, let's get back to the video now. Alright. So, let's get all of this done here. Yeah. Basically, all of this land will be going over to them. China's like, well, I think I'm screwed. Now, Chinese spies are disguised as Kazakh people to spy on the Kazakh government, and they don't see anything suspicious yet. Well, I guess Georgia just joined in on this union over here, so that's random. What were they thinking? But they joined nonetheless. Who knows why, but let's get back to what we were doing. Obviously, Kazakhstan will get all of this land. Yes, they'll get all of this land, finally bordering Mongolia. Okay, I guess like they also annexed the rest of like Iran because this guy is like too weak to even exist, so they just get annexed. Now China. Now China over here is suspecting that they will get invaded from everyone over here. So they just don't. They just decide to give up the land that these guys want. Oh, they'll give over all of Tibet to like India, and they'll give all of Xinjiang over to like Kazakhstan. It's going all over here. Then they just give like Mongolia, Inner Mongolia. Because they don't want to go to war with Mongolia again, so they'll get all of Inner Mongolia. They also let South Korea take all of this, plus North Korea, because why not? Then they also give up some of their land to Taiwan. So yeah, they decided to give up some land because they didn't want to deal with war. So yeah, that happened. Russia's like, what the? Yeah, this is a weird video here. Yeah, this is interesting. Now let's get Mongolia. Yeah, this is very interesting. Now we can finally look at this. So we see allies over here. Alright, that's it for that. Let's just get... Let me just get... Get a new color. We'll give, like... Mongolia. Then we'll get a new color over here. Do like green for like Korea. Wait, no, that's black. And then we'll get Taiwan. Let's give them like another green color. Let's get another green over here. Let's color in Taiwan. Alright. Obviously, alright. There we go, guys. Bye.